open the floor for a 10-minute Q&A session. You can type in your question in the chat box or in the question box at any point during the presentation. And without any further delay, Laura, I'll pass on the mic to you. Apologies. There you go.
Good afternoon or good morning. How are you? My name is Laura Casanellas. I work as product manager here in Cantan, and I have a number of years experience in the localization industry. So I think that's what I bring to KantanMT, my experience as, I suppose, somebody who was a client of machine translation before. And so I think I understand well what companies might need from machine translation. So I'm going to start now. So I suppose this presentation is really about adding value in the case of maybe introducing machine translation in your organization, or if you already have machine translation, how can you expand the use of machine translation, and how can you just, I suppose, use your system, in this case your KantanMT system, to the best way and capabilities. So the idea is to introduce machine translation within your enterprise work environment to facilitate quicker communication and information exchange within your people, really, your agents, stakeholders, global employees, maybe subsidiary companies who work with you or for you, or third parties that work very closely with you. As I say, the idea is always adding value. So if you belong maybe to a localization team within your organization, or you are in charge of translation, you may already use machine translation in your product localization, and you may already use it in the in all the support documentation that you might need for the global marketing, let's say. So what we include now is, why don't you integrate this machine translation to, I suppose, to maximize your return on investment. So what do we mean, I suppose, for integrated MT? I suppose we talk about an integrated MT when an MT is, can talk to many, I suppose, different systems, can be placed in different maybe working environments or workflows, and it's flexible enough to be adapted to maybe new situations or working environments. The goal is to reduce effort and to improve communication. And the question would be, how can I best support my organization's multilingual needs? As we know, many companies now are, have employees in many different locations in the world, and not everybody, even, I suppose, English would be the lingua franca of many many global companies. Some of the employees might not necessarily speak it in a fluent way, or they might require some support. So we will talk about 6 different ways of using KantanMT. Here they are, I suppose, explained using, it can be used through Cat tools, from a private intranet or internet, within a web page, within a document or an email, from somebody's desktop, and in a live chat environment. We'll start just by saying, the benefits that this can offer, which would be I suppose, the increase on productivity, because employees might translate from the most suitable environment, the simplification of the workflow, which is always, I suppose, beneficial, since workflows lately have become so complex, and there are so many workflows that need to talk to each other, let's say. And I suppose something that it really adds value to our offer is the security that we offer to all our clients with our triple encryption system. So, you know, anybody who has a machine translation system within the KantanMT environment will have the same type of security and will be assured the same type of confidentiality, which is always very, excuse me, appreciated by our own clients. So the idea is to provide relevant translations from customized, highly customized engines. Excuse me. So if we start from the first of the features we are going to talk about, we can talk about Cantan API to connect with third-party tools. In this case, we are talking about, I suppose, classic or straightforward translation management systems and CAT tools. So very much related to the localization environment and to maybe the act of post-editing. Our newest connector is with a cross-language server. We already offer it to our clients, and some of you might be interested on Across. We know it's quite popular in at least some parts of the world. So the next one would be what we call ourselves Cantan Translate, which is basically one of the widgets that helps translating from your private intranet. So this is a web-based application which is embedded into any web page or private intranet. Later on I'll show you, I'm sure if we have 5 minutes, I'll show you how it looks live in a little I suppose, web page I have created. The translation is immediate, obviously. The good thing is obviously secure and confidential, and it is linked to your customized KantanMT engine. So I suppose by that I mean the translation will be relevant to your business. So this is how it looks in our web page. It's very easy. Simply, you know, the only thing that needs to be done is to copy or paste, to copy and paste the text or to type it into the little Cantan Translate box and to click Translate. This is how it looks in maybe in somebody's website. In this case is mine, so I did it myself. Okay, it's very easy to do. And later on, as I say, I'll show you live. Excuse me. So the next widget would be called, it is what we call Cantan Desktop, which is translating from the desktop. Sometimes they might be in different, I suppose, working environments or industries, confidential documents that need to be translated, or, you know, it's simply for the purpose of gisting, which is, you know, by gisting what we mean is just to read it and to get the meaning of the content rather than to post edit. So for that, sometimes if somebody needs to do this on a regular basis, you know, we have an access through the desktop that can be used by any project manager. This is obviously something that can be used also for post editing if somebody wants to pre-translate very quickly or to have a look and see what the quality of the empty output is. It can be done through the desktop. So it's very easy. It's a desktop-based application. What the person who has it needs to do is just basically drag and drop their files onto this app, and click translate, and once the file is being translated, there will be a notification in their inbox. It translates obviously more than one file at the same time. So the idea behind would be to produce or to provide ease of use. So this is, I suppose, a demonstration of Cantan Desktop. Is there, the icon is there. The only thing that needs to happen is to hover over the icon and to drop a file and to click translate. In 3 clicks, it's done. And then you will receive a notification, the job has been launched, and an email specifying the ID of the job, just in case should you require. And then basically, a few minutes later, or whatever it is, you will receive the job translated, and an email basically letting you know that the job has been translated, and a link to go into the platform to download it. So another of these features is what we call KantanMT. It's a Microsoft Office-based plugin, and it allows users to translate text directly in Microsoft Office documents. Again, I mean, I suppose the idea here is to emphasize that sometimes in many organizations, the idea that employees use maybe open automatic translators that might not ensure confidentiality might not be the best. So in this case, this action can be done, but it can be done within the secure environment of KantanMT. It works for all the core MS Office, and for instance, I think I have Word open and also Outlook to show you later. And exactly, basically the idea is to translate text within your own working environments without having to leave your own working environments if required. Here is a little demonstration. It's very easy. Just right-click, highlight the text, right-click, and once the KantanMT has been set up in research options, it's which takes a couple of minutes to do, it's ready to go. Again, very easy. So another one would be translating from your browser. Again, you might need, or you might prefer to use an engine that is customized if you work in legal. You might want to use your legal engine to translate this content, or if you work in automation, IT, whatever, you might prefer to use something that is quite customized. And for that reason, you can use your own KantanMT engine. Instant translation from your browser is a plugin. It works at the moment for Google Chrome and Firefox. And again, it allows to translate snippets of texts without having to leave the page. This is a demonstration again, a little demonstration. You have the icon there already included in your browser, and once you click it, you will get a translation straight away. So just to sum up, the setup time for the widgets is very short. It's less than 5 minutes for each of them. And then what it requires, or what they require afterwards is just basically to have your Cantan API activated for your engine, and that's it. So Cantan Translate is enabled from the deploy section. Snippet is a download plugin. Cantan Office, as I said, it's included through the ad services in the Office environment, and Cantan Desktop is just a small downloadable exe. Sorry. There's instructions obviously available in our own page, so if you would like to get them, we will be happy to just avail them to you. The next feature we are at the moment currently releasing, which I think is very interesting and might be actually of great use for some of you, is basically something that will allow multilingual support in real time. So basically, is KantanMT integrated in a live chat environment, supports agents that support agents will be able to deal with maybe multilingual requests. Sometimes it happens that maybe somebody who works in support might be working in their own locale, but if somebody is on holidays or you know, something might happen, or somebody in their own locale comes and they don't speak the language required, you know, they might need to go and try to translate to support this query. So this can be done, you know, automatically through this live chat environment, and obviously this could be, you know, very good in terms of you might have a number of agents supporting a bigger number of locales. The good thing again is safe and confidential, and it will contain obviously the right terminology and lingo of the products that require the support. We are working on that at the moment. Our development team is working on that, and it will be released soon. So I suppose just to sum up, when we talk about interoperative MT, you know, those are the ways we can, you know, our clients can use our systems, our KantanMT engines, which is directly from the platform, through a number of CAD tools or TMSs, from the company intranet, from the desktop, within the MS Office environment, within a web browser, or through a live chat. And what I'm going to do now, I suppose I have time, Pulumi, do I?
For some question and answers, that will be perfect. Let's have a look if you have any questions.
Will I open the questions, or? Yep, I was gonna say.
We'll have a look.
Okay, because otherwise I can show how the widgets work.
Okay.
Live.
Well, I suppose if you have questions related to that, we can do that. Yeah, one question that we have actually gotten before as well is the apps that you showed, can we brand them according to for our own company?
They can actually, yes. Yeah, actually, if I go to desktop, just give me 1 second without doing, yeah. So this is desktop, okay? So if I might just close this so that is easier to see. So here, if you look at it, you will see that it's got a different logo. So if any company wants to, you know, to introduce their own logo, so that to make it completely theirs, that's absolutely fine. It can be done, no problem. Will I just show it how it works, Pulumi, since I'm here?
That'd be great, yeah.
Just give me 1 second. I need to get out of this blue screen. No. Hold on. Let me see if I can come back to the desktop.
Okay, let me help you with that.
Sorry.
No, you'll show a really cool thing, so that's great.
Right. Sorry.
Wow.
Yeah, we have this.
Yeah, desktop looks great.
So basically, for instance, if we just grab this file, okay, and we drop it here, okay, we select. In this case, there's only these languages selected, and we click translate. Basically, the job has been launched already. Now I will get an email notification and telling me that the job is on the way, and then another one when the job is being done. Okay?
Brilliant. And just out of curiosity, can you translate anything, Excel sheets? Can you translate everything on the desktop? Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, yeah. All our supported formats. Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
So
that's pretty good. Let's see if we have any more questions. I'll just get your presentation open here. All right. We have a question, not really sure. Oh, okay. I think the question is, would the widgets also work for CRM systems like Salesforce?
well, yes, yes. Actually, this is what we are working on. So
This is the cool idea, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So we could, I mean, if you had more questions or you wanted to us to do a specific demo for something in particular, we could do that, no problem, yes.
Yeah, okay. All right, next question I think is, do we have to train the engines if we just want to use it for the widgets that you just mentioned?
So I suppose the idea is to maximize the use of your KantanMT offer. Sometimes you may want to train an engine, but sometimes you may just want to use one of the Cantan fleet engines, which are engines that have been already created and customized per domain. So we are actually creating. We have a large number of fleet engines already on offer, and we are actually creating a number of neural engines for a number of language and domains. So maybe sometimes the only thing you might need is to use it with one of our Cantan fleet engines once you have copied it into your own, I suppose, account.
Okay, brilliant. And I think we'll have time for one quick question. Right, this is a question that we get quite often. Are these features that you just mentioned included in the normal pricing plan?
So these features are available to all KantanMT users. So definitely, no matter which plan, let's say, our clients are, they will get access to these features. And as I say, if there's one particular plugin somebody requires and we are not offering it at the moment, the only thing they need to do is just talk to us, and we'll work on it. So definitely approach us if you have one specific requirement in relation to this type of features. Yeah.
Yeah, our development team is pretty cool. They managed to come up with things very nicely. Yeah, great APIs. Yeah,
it doesn't take too long. Yeah,
absolutely. Actually, that's all the time we have today. So thank you, Laura, for stepping up, and thank you everyone for joining today. And have a great day.
Bye-bye. Thanks very much. Bye.